Tiger Woods has been arrested and charged with driving under the influence after a car crash in Florida. The 15-time major winner was arrested after his car turned over.
3 days ago, Tiger Woods stood under bright lights, driving the ball over 300 yards with ease, smiling for cameras. While the crowd cheered and the world once again believed in the comeback story, the legend, the man who never stays down no matter how many times life tries to break him, a man who had already survived scandals, injuries, pain, and public humiliation. A man who had rebuilt his life piece by piece in front of millions of people watching every step. But today feels different. Because today he is not holding a golf club. Today he is standing in the shadow of a courtroom, out on bail, facing criminal charges again. And people are no longer asking if he will come back this time. They are asking something much deeper and much darker. How many times can a man rebuild before nothing is left to rebuild? How many chances does life really give before it takes everything away for good? Stay with us, because this story just took another turn, and this time it feels heavier than ever before. It happened on March 27, 2026, a quiet Friday afternoon just after 2 p.m., on a narrow road called South Beach Road in Jupiter Island, Florida, one of the richest and most silent places in America, where homes are worth tens of millions of dollars and the roads are usually empty, where nothing unexpected is supposed to happen and everything feels controlled and calm. But something felt wrong that day. Something was out of place in a way no one could fully explain at first. A truck driver was heading north pulling a trailer behind him. Just another normal workday. Nothing unusual. Nothing dangerous. Until he looked in his mirror and saw a dark SUV coming fast, much faster than anyone should be driving on that road. Too fast for control, too fast for safety. He tried to move aside, tried to create space, but there was nowhere to go, no room to escape what was about to happen. And then in a split second everything changed. The SUV clipped the trailer, lost control instantly, tilted hard to one side and flipped, metal scraping across the road. Glass shattering into pieces, the sound of impact cutting through the quiet. And then silence, a heavy silence that only comes after something serious has happened. And inside that vehicle was Tiger Woods. But here's what nobody expected. He managed to crawl out, not from the driver's door but from the passenger side window, alone, no one else inside, wearing a blue shirt and shorts, no blood, no visible injuries, at least not on the outside. But something felt off. Something didn't look right. When officers arrived, they noticed it immediately. Something in his eyes, something in the way he stood, the way he moved, the way he responded. Not drunk, not clearly injured, but not fully present either. And this is where it gets worse. DUI investigators were called to the scene. Tests were done carefully on the side of the road, step by step, observation by observation. And then the decision was made. He was arrested and taken to jail. But here's the twist that confused everyone. At the station he took a breath test and the result shocked even the officers. 0. No alcohol. Not a single drop. Completely clean. So what went wrong? Why did he crash? Why did he seem impaired? And then came the moment that changed everything. He refused. The next test, a urine test that could have revealed what was really in his system. He said no. And that one decision became another charge. Now he faces DUI, property damage, and refusal to comply with a lawful test, all misdemeanors, but still permanent marks on his record, marks that don't disappear easily. He told officers something simple, something vague, that he had taken medication for old injuries, but he never said which ones, and no substances were found inside the vehicle. But here's what makes this story even heavier. Just 3 days earlier he was competing on live television, driving the ball over 300 yards, looking strong, looking confident, planning his next moves, thinking about the U.S. Senior Open, considering the Masters, even being discussed for future leadership roles in golf. Everything looked stable. Everything looked under control. It felt like another chapter of his comeback story was beginning, but then everything changed in just 72 hours. The entire future shifted, everything paused, everything questioned, and people started asking the same old questions again, questions that never fully went away. Because this wasn't new, it felt familiar, too familiar. And to understand this moment you have to go back to another crash, another moment that almost ended everything. February 23, 2021, Los Angeles, early morning just after 7 a.m. Tiger was driving alone heading to a shoot. Everything seemed normal from the outside. Another day, another commitment. Until suddenly it wasn't. The road curved downhill, dangerous and fast. And then he lost control. But here's the truth that shocked investigators. There were no brakes, not once. The vehicle data showed everything clearly. Speed between 84 and 87 miles per hour in a 45 zone. No braking, no correction, no attempt to slow down, just impact. The car crossed the center line, hit a road sign, flew across lanes, through bushes, into a tree, and stopped on its side, completely destroyed. The first officer arrived and looked inside and saw only a pair of eyes through broken glass. He asked one question: "Who are you?" And the answer came quietly, simply, "Tiger." And this is where it gets worse. He didn't even understand how badly he was injured. His leg was shattered, bones broken into multiple pieces, skin torn, severe trauma. Emergency surgery followed immediately, metal rods inserted, screws holding everything together, a long painful recovery ahead. He later said it was nearly 50-50 whether he would keep his leg. Not golf, not trophies. Just walking became the goal. Just standing became the dream. Months passed. Pain stayed. Recovery was slow and exhausting. He sat in a chair day after day watching life move without him. His children played around him because he couldn't move, because he couldn't join them. And that silence changed him in ways people couldn't see. It made him think. It made him feel things he had ignored for years. But here's what nobody talks about. Pain doesn't disappear. It doesn't end when the cameras leave. It stays. It grows. It becomes part of you. And it demands something in return. Relief, medication. Something to quiet it. Something to make it manageable. And this is where everything connects. Because this wasn't the first time. Back in 2017, there was another moment, another night, another warning sign. 2 a.m. Police found a car with the engine running and the driver asleep inside. That driver was Tiger Woods. Confused, disoriented, unable to explain where he was or where he was going. No alcohol again. But something was clearly wrong. Prescription drugs, pain management, side effects, a body trying to cope with years of damage. That moment shocked the world but also revealed something deeper, the cost of survival, the cost of pushing through pain. Because every surgery, every injury adds something, not just scars but dependency, pressure, expectation, the need to keep going, to keep winning, to keep proving something to the world even when your body is asking you to stop, even when your mind is exhausted, even when everything inside you is telling you that enough is enough. But the world doesn't see that part. The world only sees the trophies, the victories, the highlights, the moments of greatness. And maybe that's the real pressure. The pressure to live up to an image that no human being can carry forever. And maybe, just maybe, that's what happened again on that quiet road in 2026. Not alcohol, but something deeper, something invisible, something harder to prove but easier to feel. Because pain doesn't leave quietly, it lingers, it builds, it waits, and sometimes it takes control when you least expect it. So now the question returns again, not about golf, not about trophies, not about records, but about something deeper, something human. How much can one man carry before it finally breaks him? How far can someone go before there is no way back? And after everything you've just heard, after every rise and every fall, after every moment of greatness and every moment of weakness, one question still remains. If you were in his place, carrying that same pain, that same pressure, that same past, would you have made a different choice, or would